Hello, everyone. I hope everybody doing fine and doing great. Today, topic will be Black history is American history, and it's never going away. The way that I say that, because you see, type of people trying to find a way to get rid of Black history from school, even from history. But don't matter how much it's trying to find ways to get rid of DEI, removing critical race theories, and any other, there, removing Black history, removing Black museum, don't matter what they do. But they can't take it away from the American people, especially Black Americans. Don't matter how they decide to remove history, history remains. Because why? Black history is American history. Without it, United States of America ain't and would not be the powerful nation without the sacrifice of Black Americans. It wouldn't be shit. America would not be shit without Black folk. Okay, pew pew pew. It won't be shit without Black folk. Cause my ancestors, who had been kidnapped from the motherland to build America, they have been whipped, killed, raped, etc. to build America. And all of the interventions are stolen. All the interventions that Black people invented have been stolen by these fucking colonizers, aka white folk. And the fun thing about it, the audacity or the capacity that they think we are lazy, we are compliant, blah, blah, blah. But all the fucking time, it's just projection, bitch. Y'all meaning, y'all are the lazy one, aka the colonizer. Y'all stole Black people. I do the do. You know what? You know what's sad though? This current administration is doing everything in power to find nothing relate to Black people in general. Because we are most hated and most loved. And it's sad though. Is that the case? It is sad. Most loved and most hated. You love our culture, but don't want to be us. And then have an audacity, expect us to fight for our rights, and y'all be the main one destroying it. Ain't that the bitch? We try to protect everybody's rights, but for some reason the colonizers want to destroy those shit. Ain't that wild though? And it's wild that these colonizers think that we complain. Wasting this, wasting that. It's like, why you keep talking about it? Why you keep talking about it? Baby, I would say this in full of my chest. We would not be complaining about racism if it weren't for your racist ass ancestors invented this shit. And we would not be complaining about it. But here we complain about racism, want to get rid of racism because y'all don't want the system to go away that been for y'all ever since United States of America had been abolished for a long time. the 1600s, and got the independence from the British in 1776. That when it became a country. And this country still young. It's like 200. Wait, hold up, back up. Hold up. 300 something year old country? Hold up. Let me get my calculator. I might be wrong. Hold up. 2026. Yeah, this country like 250 years old. 250 years old. And we still young country. Still young. Try to figure this shit out. It's still young country. And have I heard that United States probably the youngest country ever? You know what? I'm gonna look on my phone. Oh, I could ask Alexa. Alexa, is the United States of America the youngest country of the world?
The United States is relatively young compared to many other nations, having declared independence in 1776. At about 250 years old, it's a young country by world standards, though it's been a major global player for over a century. Would you like to learn about some key events in U.S. history?
No.
All right, no problem.
I don't like the sound of Alexa, but so it's a 250 years old country, and I'm afraid this country going backward. In my opinion, I thought this country going in the right direction until we elect this fool in office, aka Trump, the PDF person, okay, or the pedophile. He's a predator. Yeah, he's a different story, but let's talk about it later, okay? But this is Black History Month, and think about that. It's sad that they trying to remove anything that Black history because it will remind them of the guilty of what they did to a Black American, the shame and the guilt, or they don't give a fuck. We don't know how they really feel about Black folk. But I think why they removing Black history because they don't want to be reminded every damn day what they done to Black American in the past and to the present day. And they sick of tired of being reminded that they're always the bad guy. I think that's what it is. They don't want to be reminded that they are the villain in this history. They are the villain. And hell, even the first few presidents are slave owners. So yeah. Ain't that a bitch? So, and probably a PDF file too. Cause one of them was. Yeah. That one. Yeah. Yeah. Ain't that bitch? So. Yeah. I think that's what it is. They don't want to be reminded that damage that had been done to Black America for centuries. And we still ain't got our, an acre in the mule. Even though we promised that, but of course, they will not want to give us shit. They just rather us to be enslaved and work for them for free. And while they sit their booty hole on a chair, make a profit out of our butt. Ain't that a bitch? So I think that's what it is. But they mad as hell because ain't they slave thing gone away. But what I did not realize they had modernized the slavery thing into prison. So wow. Just like the slave patrol, which I was not aware about, now are the police. Yeah. They don't want black folk to exceed in shit. None. They just don't want us to have equal rights because they see us as less than human. Even though we are human beings. Okay? They try to make us like we always the bad guy. And we always complaining that we deserve to have equal rights. We deserve to, we always the criminal. But all that time, it's all about projecting of the colonizers. So, yeah, ain't that a bitch? Ain't that crazy? It's their projection onto us. That telling me they were low key jealous of us and keep on harassing us to this fucking day. We just be minding our black ass business as usual. Yes, even though we had got out of slavery, you know, thought we were free, but of course they motherfucking didn't come like always find a ways to keep us at the bottom as usual. Passing black code, Jim Crow law, fire rate to terrorize the fuck out of. It's like don't matter how they try to, keep us down, but we keep exceeding. But they don't be realizing that they give the tool to figure them out. Because in reality, they too dependent on black folk. They too dependent on black folk. They depend on black folk or black America to create intervention. And like they always do, they steal and appropriate the fuck out of it. Music. Shit. Damn, there's a whole lot of shit they did. It was crazy. Music. Hell, the light bulb. Probably invented by a black person. Code. Fashion. Cars. Could be many things. Was stolen by creating all black folk create different things that for America and shit gets stolen and appropriated and pretend they created even though they didn't. All they did is stole some shit. All they did is stole. It's like they depended our work so they could steal. It's like they don't have a brain of their own. But of course, them call they have their own idea thing. Without black folk. But sadly, in reality, this country would not survive without black intelligence. But they have a audacity called lazy and dumb. But it's the complete opposite. It's the complete opposite. Because the black community, we always, collective. We all about community. We always like help each other out. We're not individualists like colonizers do. Even though most of their ancestors came from European country who come from an individual views and then bring that to America and try to force that shit into everybody they fucking colonize. Cause most African, Latin, indigenous, Asian culture focuses on helping each other grow as a collective. But sadly, the colonizer, aka white folk, don't know how to do that. They're so used to defend, defend themselves by themselves for a long time. They don't know what it like to be collective temperature now. They used to just destroy each other. As you kind of see what they doing in Europe, all they war back damn back. What they all collect on are being fucking hateful and being miserable. That's sad as hell, though. But sad, sad and miserable. Who wanna be miserable? You know what sad? I'm gonna say something. How you colonize the whole fucking world, steal their resource, people, land, and things, but some we that don't know how to use the shit didn't have a desert call all the name of stereotype that you think about us, but all that shit about you. Your projection is loud. Your insecurity is showing. Oh my God, I think that black folk ain't did that, because my bud did know better. Okay? I didn't know. Just like the rest of the black folk, we have internalized racism, anti-black, and all this shit because due to the fucking colonizer did the work on our ass. And of course, some of Cancun for white supremacy, sadly. And now I realize it at its age and being an activist and also learn from other people who also trying to deconstruct a lot of shit. And now I realize that it's all about the insecurity and projecting onto Black American or the African diaspora. They projecting like a motherfucker. And they need fucking therapists. And also, now really, they also narcissists because they want to brag about themselves majority of the damn time. They bounce on narcissists and it's fucking sad. They don't want to take accountability for the shit they did to Black Americans and others people. They don't want to take accountability. And this could be why you see the event going on in America. They don't want to take accountability. They want the victim to fix their problem, aka black folk. And as y'all see, black folk ain't getting out the street. We sitting our booty ass home. Because we know if we go out there and protest, we're gonna be unalive and we're gonna be like, oh, y'all violent, blah, 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 blah. No, bitch. You know what's sad though? They expect black America to fix everybody's fucking problem. We be telling people, or the black American community keep telling everybody, don't trust these colonizers. They're gonna use you and lie to you at the same damn time. Listen to us, and especially also the indigenous people too, because we used to believe that shit. But what happened to us? We got fucked. Bitch, believe us. Been there, done it. Don't believe this. And sadly, we're in the situation that we're in right now. So, our rights being taken away slowly. Women rights getting fucked. LGBTQ plus probably on the chopper block. We know black American rights about to get fucked. It's like basically every marginalized community you can think of are just getting fucked right now. If you're not a white, cisgender, witch, etc., be prepared to get fucked. And that was going on. Let's turn it into this shit to the white nationalist fucking country. And what make a lie about it? We got a predator officer who is a predator, a pedophile, and a monster. And they won't prosecute him because, of course, he a white man with privileges. And that's the problem. Of course, they ain't gonna do nothing because they guilty, as usual. The usual suspect. It don't matter how much they try to get rid of DI within Black history, but baby, don't matter how y'all try to hide it, remove from history book, don't matter how y'all do it, it's still gonna be rewritten again when we get rid of these fools in offices and get rid of the bigots and the racists out of academia or business or wherever, and tell the real truth and no filter. I know not every country is perfect, but you cannot hide your sins forever. And that's the problem. I don't think my peers, I don't think white America is ready to deal of the damage have deal with the damage that had they done to their country. They don't want to be blamed to why this country going the way it is. They don't want to be blamed for it, and that's the problem. And they always trying to blame Black America. You don't want to fail this country, but actually in reality they don't want to fucking it up. But baby, this time Black folk gonna sit this out. Oh, cool, we gonna do some little activism in our own way. We're gonna watch this motherfucking country burn to the ground. If we built this nation, we're gonna let this shit fall. And my ancestor and myself deserve to be free of this BS. Cause who the fuck had time to be miserable and depressed and being a fucking bigot? Who wanna be a bigot forever? Like really. It's sad. Like who wanna be a fucking bigot, y'all? Like who wanna be that? It's sad. And now what you see right now, they showing their ass out. And show how they really feel, you know, about everybody. Because white supremacy do not save everybody. They create illusion that don't even exist. And also white supremacy also hurting white folk. Because they will sacrifice their rights so they don't be, sacrifice their right so they don't be like others. Could be why they vote the man off because they think they not gonna be impacted because they white skin. And look at they at now, they in the fuck around phase. Yeah. Now I think now they look this up in the mirror. Now they realize they are the problem. They are the diseases of this country because of their racism and bigotry. It's destroying this country for 250 years. And like I said earlier, how it started in the 1600s. Their bigotry ruined this country. And when we need to make America right again. And make sure we get rid of the bigotry and hate out of this country. And also find so that history do not repeat itself again. And do not rely on Black people sacrifice for this country ever again. Cause who do have time for that? Black folks need to stop sacrificing for this country who do not like us. So when we get rid of the administration and get rid of the bigotry and from different area of this country, we need to get rid of it because we need to get rid of the stuff that affect people from walking around, not just racism, just sexism, racism, all the above. So it could be free of the bigotry and hatred. Okay? We don't need that in our life. It don't matter how much they try to get rid of our history, it's still the backbone of this country. Don't matter how they want to admit it. And they don't want to admit they depend on Black folk to carry this country. Because Black folk has been the backbone of this country for a long time. Without us, they ain't shit. Now I saw one video. If indeed, if Black folk particular decide to leave this motherfucking country, this country will be in book trouble. Bitch, will be seasoning. It will be bland. No fashion, no idea, nothing. And now it could make sense why the fuck they keep destroying our town, keep us in poverty, so they could find a way to exploit our ideas. Because they don't want to move out. If we move out of the United States of America, America will be in trouble. It will be in trouble. And that's what it is. They scared that they're going to lose Black America. They scared that they will leave. They can't depend on our intervention and ideas. So they don't have. So they could steal ideas and pretend it's theirs. Ain't that something, y'all? But I'm gonna say this: Happy Black History Month, and stay black as fuck every damn day, not just February, because Black History is it is 365 days every day in Black History. Cause without Black History, America will not be shit. Okay, y'all. Stay safe out there. To those who in the Minnesota, stay safe because ice is about to be melted. Okay, because they're gonna get that booty kick. Okay, okay. Stay safe, y'all, and protect yourself at all time. Okay, stay safe out here. Power to the people. Bye, y'all.